Hey guys, I thought I'd do a Lucille Ball collection video. Huge fan of Lucille Ball, and I have a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it because I have a lot of ground to cover. I'm going to go ahead and start with the VHS stuff. I only have two things. There's a third item, but I'll get to that in a minute. The first one is the Long Long Trailer. This was technically the second movie that Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz did together. The first one was some movie like in the 40s, and that's how they met. But really good movie, made in color, and it was made during the third or fourth season of I Love Lucy. Then we have the I Love Lucy 50th anniversary special. This was aired in 2001, and it has interviews with Whoopi Goldberg, Larry King, Dick Van Dyke, Lily Tomlin, Lucy and Desi Arnaz Jr. And then it has like a countdown of the top 10 favorite Lucy episodes. And then it has behind the scenes of I Love Lucy and Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz's lives. And it's a really good documentary. If you ever see this, I highly recommend getting it. I hope that I can find this on DVD. I really want this. The third thing I have was like a set, and it had like a whole bunch of guest appearances on game shows and talk shows, but I have something that replaced that, and I couldn't get the VHS out because the way I have my VHS organized, it's kind of like a big tower. It probably would have collapsed had I taken it out. But go ahead and go on. Go on. I have the first season of I Love Lucy. This is like the original season that came out before they had the ones in the slim cases. It has 9 DVDs, and it's got like 4 episodes on each disc. It's a pretty shitty set, but I had to start somewhere. We have the second season. This has famous episodes like the one where they work in the candy factory, Lucy has her baby, the camping trip, and the courtroom. The third season has Lucy and Apple buy the same dress, equal rights, the $1 Million Idea, which is the episode where they make Aunt Martha's old-fashioned salad dressing. A fourth season, which is probably my favorite season. This is the season where they go to Hollywood, and they have the episodes where they meet like John Wayne and well, that's in the next season. But then they meet, Hedda Hopper and Brock Hudson. The fifth season, this is where they go to Italy. Probably could be my least favorite. I've never really liked the fifth season. The sixth season, this is the last official season of I Love Lucy. This is probably one of my favorite episodes where they have to go hitch a ride to Florida because Lucy lost train tickets, and they end up hitching a ride with Elsa Lanchester, who is in Bride of Frankenstein, and they think she's a hatchet murderess. It's pretty cool. And the last one is the final seasons, 7, 8, and 9. This is the Lucy Desi Comedy Hours. There are 14 of them. And these were like released, it was only like 2 or 3 every year, from like 1957 to 1960. And then the last one, Lucy Meets the Mustache, was the last I Love Lucy thing they ever did. And Lucy filed for divorce after making that episode. And then I have the I Love Lucy movie. I did a review on this. This was made during the first and second season. And they took 3 episodes from the first season, the benefit, the breaking the lease, and the ballet, and they put them together and they made it into a movie, and they filmed new cut-in scenes. But it was pretty decent. And we have Lucille Ball's movie, Yours, Mine, and Ours. Definitely her best movie that she made. Really good classic. Definitely better than the crappy remake with Dennis Quaid and Rene Russo. But yeah, I kind of hope they have a newer release where they can put some bonus features on it. I would really love to see bonus features on this. This is the Best of Lucy, Volumes 1 and 2. This has all of that, guest appearances on TV shows and talk shows. And it also has a very good documentary about Lucy's life from when she was born in 1911 till the day she died in 1989. And it has guest appearances on the Ed Sullivan Show, the Bob Hope Chevy Show. Then it has 2 public domain episodes of the Lucy Show, the Barbershop and the Plumber, which were like in the 2nd season, I believe. Now I'll get on to Here's Lucy. This was the first thing of Here's Lucy that I bought, and this was the first thing that was released. It's got 24 episodes. It's like a greatest hits collection. It's got 24 episodes on 4 discs, if you can see that. And it has a lot of extras. You get to see like outtakes and rehearse stuff and commentary by Lucy and Desi Jr. And it has some good episodes on here, like Lucy meets Shelley Winters, Lucy and Carol Burnett, Lucy visits Jack Benny, probably my favorite episode. But really good set. If you don't want to buy the seasons, really good set. Then we have season 1 of Here's Lucy. This is how many episodes? 24 episodes. Probably the best episode on here is Lucy visits Jack Benny, or Lucy and Wayne Newton. Pretty good episodes. And there's season 2. This has 24 episodes. And good ones on here is probably Lucy Goes to the Air Force Academy, Lucy and Johnny Carson, Lucy and Wayne Newton. Some really good stuff. They do have like the 3rd and 4th seasons out, but I haven't gotten those yet. Now I'll get on to the Lucy Show. The first thing that I ever owned on the Lucy Show was actually these tapes that I don't have anymore because we got these DVDs, but my neighbor actually got these for my mom. This is a public domain set. It's got 6 DVDs. It came in a box, but I lost the box. But it's all the public domain episodes. I mean, and it's basically all of the episodes in the later seasons of the Lucy Show, not the really good ones. It's got some guest appearances with Viv, and then there's one DVD that has Lucy and Viv put in a shower, probably the most favorite and most memorial episode of the show, and Lucy's Barbershop Quartet. But yeah, pretty crappy. The quality of them isn't very good. Then we have, this is another public domain thing. It has 2 episodes. Lucy Gets Trapped and Lucy and the French Movie Star. This doesn't even have opening or closing credits. And then it also has a bonus called the Jack Benny Program, How Jack Found Mary. This must have cost like $1. My neighbor got this too, but yeah, it's pretty crappy. And then I have the 3rd season of the Lucy Show in color. And this is the final season in which Vivian Vance was a regular on the show. And then in the 4th season, they changed the format. And those are the discs. Memorable episodes is probably Lucy the Camp Cook, which features Harvey Korman. Lucy and the Countess. Lucy and the Countess Lose Weight. Lucy and Arthur Godfrey. But yeah, pretty good stuff. But that's my Lucy collection. I want to get more seasons of the Lucy Show and Here's Lucy. But that's my Lucy collection, and rate, leave, comment, subscribe.